Okay, so yeah, should be good now, hopefully. So yeah, today we're gonna be kind of talking about the new Slingshot and as well as some stuff for my channel this week. That'll be after the Slingshot stuff, so you don't have to look at that if you want to avoid it. But yeah, I'm kind of just gonna be talking about um, the new tech that Gimr showed off in his latest video as of recording this. Um, well, I'm playing in one frame mode, so I have to hold down ZL. But yeah, as you can see here, this movement is something that looks a bit strange, as Pyra is really good at demonstrating this, as she has really high aerial drift speed. Um, so you can kind of tell for sure whenever you've gotten the movement correct. That's incorrect there to be facing the wrong way. As long as I'm facing this direction and doing that, that is a correct slingshot. So how you do this is you um, input a dash. You can do this for like a few frames, and then as soon as you start dashing, pretty much, it is pretty lenient on the time, so you don't have to worry about it too much. You want to hold diagonally downward or upward in the opposite direction. So I dash to the left. I'm going to hold um, at like 45-degree angle downward to the right. And then I'm going to hit jump at the same time for that frame. That puts me in this animation here. And then you simply just have to let go from that point, and as you can see, your character will move backwards. And this works in the opposite direction too. So if you want to go forward towards Joker here, all you'd have to do is just hold forward and then wait like 1 or 2 frames if you're doing this in one frame mode, just to kind of see how it works. And then instantly hold back and jump. And as you can see, Pyra's turned around, and then you just let go as soon as Pyra's turned around, and they will do it in the opposite direction. So this movement option, I'm gonna go back into normal speed now because I'm kind of used to doing it there. Um, I do recommend practicing it in slower speeds or at 1 frame if you can get it from there. But it's kind of hard to do it from there, I would say, or at least to translate it from doing it from 1 frame to doing it like 1 times if you're trying to do it that way. I'd recommend going to like 2/3 or half speed and practicing it there. As you can see, I'm kind of used to doing it at 1 time speed, so it's a bit different here. But that was it there. Um, I held forward for a bit too long. That's why I didn't travel as far because I was in half speed. Um, so yeah, if you hold forward, as you can see, after you do this input, you won't travel as far. You'll kind of stop yourself. Same thing if you do a special or if you beer versus special as well, just with Pyra. I do recommend Pyra for this. There are a lot of characters that have decent aerial drift speed, like Mewtwo for base roster would be another good character you can practice this with. Um, as you can see, I'm doing it incorrectly there because I'm facing that way when I'm jumping. So that's basically just me jumping backwards, whereas that is a slingshot there. So you'll also get the little on mementos here. It's these little splashes. You should get that on a regular stage. It would just be a puff of smoke. You should get that whenever you do it properly, um, to show that you dashed. Um, what this does is it takes your initial dash speed um, at max. So as soon as you basically turn around and start dashing, you will go at your max speed, and then you'll instantly turn around and jump, and it will carry that momentum into your jump. So you'll basically just get all the way up to max movement speed in the air, and it will launch you backwards. Or if you hold it, you will kind of go backwards and then go forwards a bit as well. To continue there, Joker got or Sin because I've been just doing this. The meter will fill up and decrease over time. Um, so yeah, I do recommend a flat stage for this. I would say that a stage like the training stage or default one is really good for it as it's got a massive path that you can just walk across and start doing slingshots in either direction. I'm really not too great at doing it in the other direction. That's why I'm doing it in this direction because this is what I've been focusing on um, today. I had a tournament as well today, so I haven't had too much time to practice this as this came out yesterday. I didn't see it until a bit later in the evening though. So yeah, this has a few applications with Mega Man. although that's my main. I'm not using them here. Um, so with Mega Man, you can do instant Z drop item grabs. So let me load into the stage here. So yeah, as you can see, I have an item in my hand, currently a metal blade. This works with any item. It doesn't just have to be on a metal blade. Um, you can, as you can see, drop it pretty much inside of you. Um, this has been something that Mega Man mains have been able to do um, for a while, I believe. But yeah, this is kind of just like an easier way to set it up, is just doing it out of a slingshot. You can see there. Um, and then Mega Man can also do a retreating fair with this. Uh, the slingshot itself, as you can see, it doesn't really travel too far with Mega Man just because its aerial drift speed, um, whenever you're just standing still, isn't too great. But um, with a character like Pyra, as you saw earlier, I was able to travel much further. So I do recommend it, practicing it with a character where you can tell that the aerial drift is a lot further. Um, because you'll be able to notice the speed difference between it and a regular jump, as well as the particles on the ground with the dash. Um, as you can see there, that's Mewtwo's version. The tail will stay behind Mewtwo, which makes it really good for Mewtwo specifically, since your tail has a hurt box on it. So if a character wanted to hit you, like if Joker tried to up smash you here, he would be able to hit my tail. But if I turn around, obviously my tail's behind me, so he wouldn't be able to hit it from that distance, and I would be safer. So that's kind of one of the nice applications for the slingshot as well. Um, Another thing is instant reverse aerial rush. That's kind of something that you can do with this. You will instantly turn around, so you can do back airs um, as soon as you're in the air, which had something that had already existed before the slingshot, but this slingshot is kind of an easier way of pulling it off. And then Shotos, like Kazuya, Terry, Ken, Ryu, they have an auto face mechanic where, as you know, in 1v1s, they'll instantly turn around to face their opponent regardless of what direction they are. So I'm not hitting any buttons to turn around. I'm simply just jumping over Joker. And as you can see, Kazuya will turn around and face Joker. So that kind of makes it harder to do the back air that Kazuya has, since obviously whenever you're running towards your opponent, you have to basically reverse aerial rush. That's just a normal reverse aerial rush there. Um, as you can see, I go from dashing, turn around, and then jump, and it's kind of an awkward movement to watch, but that's kind of the normal way to do a reverse aerial rush, and that would just let you turn around and do an aerial normally in your opponent's face. But now with the slingshot, as you can see there, I'm instantly turned around anyway. So, and then you can even do a slingshot out of the in lag of an aerial, which is the main draw for like every character, is that you have a movement option to do while you're in lag to kind of get out of a tough situation. Uh, so yeah, Kazuya has 7-frame jump squat, so it's kind of weird. So let me try with Terry, because that would be an easier Shoto to see this with. So yeah, as you can see, I automatically turn to face Joker here, um, without having to input anything. If I cross up, I can do a back air. But now with the slingshot, that was a roar. Let me do it from this way since I'm better at it. As you can see there, instant turnaround, and I still have a decent bit of aerial momentum there. that was a correct slingshot. The other ones were wrong. Uh, like that is me um, not letting go of the stick whenever I do the jump. But if I do let go of the stick, I should have movement like that, and I will be able to back air um, my opponent or their shield, and then if they try to go for like an aerial out of shield, um, or if they try to go for some higher hitting tilts, um, I guess um, tilts kind of hit mid. Um, but if you had someone like Joker's upward angled forward tilt out of shield, you would be able to duck underneath it with the slingshot. So yeah, that's just kind of some of the um, movement options that are universal for all characters, and the Shotos as well have the ability to turn around and hit people with back airs. Characters that can summon items, or if you're just playing casual and you have items on or whatever, um, maybe you pick up like Robin's book after their spells have run out of energy. Um, you will be able to use that to do an instant Z drop for combos, although that's mostly useful for characters that can summon the item anyway, as most characters wouldn't have the option to obviously combo off of Metal Blade if they aren't Mega Man. So yeah, that's kind of all that I wanted to talk about with the slingshot. If you're wondering how I did in the tournament or whatever, and just kind of what it was about, I did decently. It was just a local tournament around here. I haven't been playing Ultimate much on stream, but I have been playing it a lot off stream. Not only to get ready for the tournament, but just in general. I've kind of been interested in picking it up again because on the channel I haven't played it in quite a while. Um, so, yeah, I do plan on streaming it as soon as I have time to stream. I haven't been able to stream recently because I haven't had much time to be able to sit down and stream anything from like Love is War or Spy Family. 86, obviously, I'm behind on that by quite a bit for the uploads. So I do plan on getting um, these streams done this week as soon as I'm finished with everything that I need to do. I should have a lot more time to be able to stream as well. So that will allow me to be able to play Ultimate more on the channel because I still have the GameCube controller profile pick. I still want to play Ultimate on stream. I just haven't really had the. I guess I kind of lost my passion for the game for a while. Um, Around the time that I would say Steve came out, I just kind of got bored. I didn't really want to set up arenas or anything, or wait around for it because I didn't really enjoy playing the matches anymore. But now I'm kind of back into it. I think the slingshot has kind of helped, but obviously, as I mentioned, I have been playing quite a bit off stream even before this, but now with this, I will definitely be practicing this more often, so that way I can at least hit it from the right side more consistently than just from the left. Because currently, if you're behind me, or if you're to my left, basically, I can approach you with it, or if I'm fighting you to the right. But if I'm fighting you from the left, I'm just at a disadvantage, I guess, for now, which is kind of funny to me. Um, but yeah, that's kind of all I wanted to say. So yeah, I guess I will see everyone in the next one.